Today, I'm travelling to Intramuros, the old Spanish wall city in Manila. Join me as we travel with the free ferry service from Cobblestone and explore centuries of history. You'll see behind me there's a yellow ferry service, Victorino ferry service, here on the Pasig River in Makati. If you catch that ferry, it brings you across over here where you can catch another ferry on the hour that will take you to Intramuros. This ferry costs 5 pesos to come across, 5 pesos to go back. Over here is another ferry terminal which you can catch, and that will take you close to Intramuros, the famous walled city of Manila. We're on the ferry and it makes regular stops along the way.
Hello.
We're picking up some people, they're coming through. The journey from the Hula passenger ferry terminal continues. We are under the ML Quezon Bridge. A busy ride. There's been a lot of people on the boat taking advantage of the free service. And now we're not too far away from Escolta. Escolta is the final stop. And we've been traveling for approximately 25 minutes already, so we're nearly there. Am I in Spain? Am I in Europe? No, I'm at Intramuros. Intramuros is here in Manila, and it is a former outpost of the Spanish Empire. But it's not just all about the Spanish Empire when it comes to Intramuros. This place, or this area, has changed hands through many different powers at different times. Once upon a time, it was in the hands of the Islamic or Muslim Rajas that ruled this area, followed by the Spanish that conquered the Philippines in the 1570s. After that, it changed hands to the Americans, followed by the Japanese during the World War, back to the Americans until the locals got their independence from all of these foreign powers, and now it's back in local hands. I'm standing here in the Plaza de Roma, opposite the Manila Cathedral, and right behind me is Charles IV of Spain, the former king that was once one of the colonizers of this great land called the Philippines. Now, what I've observed in my travels in the Philippines is the Filipino people embrace the Spanish colonizers that once came to these lands. They speak so highly of them, they erect statues of them, and in their texts they talk about how they helped to eradicate things like smallpox by introducing medical assistance to the people of the Philippines. It's not all about looking negatively. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi. I've been ambushed here. Hi. Hi. It's not all about speaking negative, but there's countries out there as well that also speak very positive about their colonizers and the positive effects that colonization has had on their communities. I take the time to tour the 2 remaining cathedrals left in Intramuros. These 2 can be considered as the historical gifts from the Spanish Empire to the local people. The Manila Cathedral was built in 1571 and it has been elevated to the status of a basilica. Inside, you can learn about its great history. The San Agustin Church is UNESCO protected, and it is a Baroque-style church that also has an Asian influence. So I want to show you something interesting about the St. Augustine Church. Right above my head, right here, we have what seems to be, could be Jesus, it could be a saint, or it could be one of the popes from once upon a time. I don't know, because the statue is worn away a little bit and it's hard to tell, but for the sake of this video, let's call it a depiction of a biblical character from the West, from Europe. Then next to me, we have the Asian influence, what seems to be like an Asian or a Chinese dragon, which is also part of the church and no doubtedly has been here for hundreds of years. Walking alongside the Manila Cathedral, always great to touch these walls and draw upon the positive energy stored within these walls and the energies of the yesteryear. Walking through Intramuros, I am now at Fort Santiago, built by the Spanish when they occupied and colonized the Philippines in the 1570s. And this fort played a pivotal role in being used to fight off any of the pirates that came to plunder Manila. As you stroll through these beautiful gardens, there are relics of war. You can see the gun fire that has penetrated the walls behind me, and these were American barracks once upon a time. They were bombed during the war against the Japanese here in Intramuros. If only these walls could talk, I'd be curious to hear the stories they could tell us. In the fort, I visit the dungeon where many local people lost their lives during the Japanese occupation. I must admit it's eerie down there. I also visit the shrine of José Rizal, a hero of the Philippines, respected for his independence struggle from the Spanish. On every corner, behind every building, behind every alley, there is something to see, do, and involve yourself in. It really is an open-air museum. I love it. Okay, sir, tell us about your service.
Yeah, this is my Lamborghini, Philippine Lamborghini. Yeah.
Where does the Lamborghini take us?
Yeah, we go around to Intramuros.
Yeah. And introduce your name as well.
Yeah, my name is Agustin. I came here from Philippines and Manila. Yeah, I live here.
So Addison is taking us on a bit of a tour. He done a good price for me. The other boy wanted a little bit more, but I'm not going to say how much. You have to come here and bargain with him. So that's better that way, isn't it? Yeah. So he's taking me around just to kind of give us a tour and let everybody know on the channel that you can also take these electrical bikes around Intramuros and do some sightseeing. I've already seen everything, but I wanted to take this great ride on an electrical bike and just enjoy not having to walk around. And I must admit, Policy, I must admit, it's very enjoyable having somebody drive you around within the walls of Intramuros. Any nice places to see, Addison?
Yeah,
around here?
We go to the Japanese canon.
Oh, okay.
One of the remains.
Okay.
Japanese here.
Fantastic. So the bullet holes, you can see them in the wall as you go past. This wall was erected in 1571. So which era are they from? Are they Japanese or are they
Japanese in 1941 till 1945?
Japanese attacked here?
Yeah,
okay.
live here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And 4 years live here.
Yep.
And it's the center of the occupation of Japan.
Wow, okay. So the Japanese did occupy here for 5 years, was it? 4 years. The Japanese were here for 4 years before the Americans liberated the Philippines from the Japanese.
Same in Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Okay.
Yeah, like atomic bombs.
They moved away, yeah.
You see all 19% in the Intramuros totally destroyed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And now it's all new.
Okay, it's all new. So everything has been rebuilt because it was all destroyed during the war with Japan and America. Yeah. And the Filipino people suffered a lot of casualties.
Yeah, almost 100,000 died.
100,000 people
men,
passed away.
women, children, infants.
And I saw that in the dungeon as well.
Yeah, dungeons, yes.
Yeah. So it's very sad for the people of the Philippines here. They went through a lot of war, but they were very resilient in order to come to today and rebuild everything. And I must say, it looks very nice today, very good for tourism. Thanks for joining me in Intramuros today. The step back into history is always fascinating, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video. And as always, a big adios from your friend, hasmoista.